Welcome to Reviewsinsidetv. Today, we have a product that blends convenience with style. The Cuisinart SPB-7CH SmartPower 40-ounce 7-speed electronic bar blender in sleek chrome. Whether you're looking to mix a quick smoothie, puree a soup, or make some homemade dips, this blender promises to be a versatile kitchen companion. Let's explore if it lives up to the hype and see how it stacks up in real-world use. The Cuisinart SPB-7CH is an all-in-one blending solution designed for blending, pureeing, mixing, liquefying, and stirring. With its 7-speed touchpad control, this blender provides you with a range of options to tackle any recipe, from soft fruits to tough vegetables. The glass jar, which holds up to 40 ounces, comes with a dripless pour spout, so you won't have to worry about messy spills. Another handy feature is the 2-ounce pour lid, which includes marked measures to make it easy to add ingredients while blending. With a solid, sturdy build, the blender measures approximately 13 to 1/4 by 7 to 1/3 by 9 to 7/8 inches, meaning it's compact enough for most kitchens, but still provides a generous capacity for larger batches. When it comes to real-world testing, I put this blender through its paces in various scenarios. I started with some smoothies, blending fruits like bananas, berries, and leafy greens. The 7-speed touchpad control worked well for adjusting the blending power. I found the highest setting, designed for tougher ingredients, effectively crushed ice and blended everything smoothly in just under a minute. The glass jar was easy to handle, and the dripless pour spout made serving clean and hassle-free, which is often a pain point with blenders that aren't designed with that extra attention to detail. The 2-ounce pour lid also comes in handy for adding liquids or ingredients mid-blend without interrupting the process. I used it when making a smoothie and added a bit of coconut milk while the blender was still running. It was smooth and seamless. However, during testing with thicker items like peanut butter or almond butter, I did notice that the blender sometimes struggled a little bit, particularly when I used the lower settings. If you're blending more fibrous ingredients, I recommend using the higher speeds to avoid a bit of stalling. When it comes to pros, the Cuisinart SPB-7CH offers several standout features. The 7-speed touchpad is a clear highlight. It's intuitive, responsive, and easy to adjust for different tasks. The glass jar, a personal preference of mine over plastic, provides peace of mind about the quality of the blend and durability. Additionally, the dripless pour spout is a small but effective feature that eliminates messes, making it ideal for those who use blenders frequently. I also appreciated the pour lid, which helps with precision during ingredient additions. On the flip side, there are a few areas where this blender doesn't quite shine. The motor, while solid, does feel a little underpowered compared to some higher-end models, especially when dealing with particularly tough ingredients. It's not a deal breaker, but something to keep in mind if you're working with harder vegetables or dense batters. Another minor downside is that the glass jar, while durable, does add some weight, making it a little less convenient to handle when full. Now, let's talk about value for money. The Cuisinart SPB-7CH is reasonably priced for a blender of this quality, especially when you consider the convenience features like the pour lid and dripless spout. However, for a bit more money, you could find blenders with more powerful motors that handle tougher ingredients with greater ease. Brands like Vitamix and Blendtec offer high-end models with superior motor power and faster processing, but they come at a higher price point. If you're looking for a solid, reliable blender for everyday tasks, the Cuisinart SPB-7CH offers great value. But if you're looking for a blender that can handle professional-level demands, you might want to look elsewhere. In comparison to similar blenders on the market, the Cuisinart stands out for its smart design and ease of use. However, the performance is more suited for everyday home use rather than heavy-duty tasks. The 7-speed function is sufficient for most kitchen needs, but if you often find yourself blending large quantities of tough ingredients like nuts, you might notice some performance limits. In contrast, some competitors, like the Ninja Professional, provide more motor power in a similarly priced range, but may lack the same aesthetic and pouring functionality. The build quality of the Cuisinart SPB-7CH is solid. The materials feel sturdy, and the glass jar is a nice touch, providing both durability and an upscale feel. The touchpad control is responsive and durable over repeated use, with no signs of wear during my testing. While it hasn't been out long enough to predict its long-term reliability, Cuisinart has a reputation for crafting products that last. I'd expect this blender to stand up to regular use without any major issues, but as with any product, it's always a good idea to handle with care, especially the glass jar. Regarding customer support, Cuisinart is known for its responsive and helpful service. Although I didn't need to contact them during testing, the brand generally receives positive feedback in terms of after-sales support. They offer a standard warranty for this product, so if any issues arise, you can expect them to address it promptly. Lastly, the Cuisinart SPB-7CH doesn't rely heavily on firmware or software updates, as it's a straightforward kitchen appliance. However, it does come with a solid set of mechanical features that are built to last. There's not much to update, but what you see is what you get. A reliable, functional blender that gets the job done. To wrap things up, the Cuisinart SPB-7CH SmartPower blender delivers a lot of value for home kitchen use, offering excellent design, solid performance for everyday tasks, and handy features like the dripless pour spout and pour lid. It won't necessarily replace a high-end commercial blender, but for the price, it does what it's meant to do effectively. It's perfect for someone who's looking for a reliable blender for smoothies, soups, and light food prep. If you're okay with a slightly less powerful motor and mostly blends softer foods, this blender could be a great fit. Thanks for tuning in to Reviewsinside TV. If you're interested in the Cuisinart SPB-7CH, you can find the link in the comments box below. Feel free to leave your thoughts or any questions about this blender if you've already tried it. Goodbye till next time. And remember, when you're looking for a new product, there's always a review inside.